All right, Foxconn says it will be building a manufacturing facility in Mount Pleasant. It comes after a week of uncertainty about its plans for right here in Wisconsin. But Foxconn doubles down on its plans after high-level conversations between President Trump and Foxconn Chairman Terry Gou this week. The two are very close, as you can see in this video. The president was here last year for the groundbreaking ceremony. Today, the company said, quote, Foxconn is moving forward with our planned construction of a Gen 6 fab facility. That means a screen displays, which will be at the heart of the Wisconsin Valley Science and Technology Park. Foxconn also repeated its position that the facility will be more than just a factory. This campus will serve both as an advanced manufacturing facility as well as a hub of high technology innovation for the region. Now, after the announcement by Foxconn, President Trump tweeted, "Great news on Foxconn in Wisconsin after my conversation with Terry Gou." We're going to talk more about Foxconn with NBC's Chuck Todd with Meet the Press. And Chuck, today we're learning that there were high-level meetings at the White House and conversations between President Trump and Foxconn's chairman Terry Gou about really what has been a week of uncertainty about their plans here in Wisconsin. Are you surprised it reached high-level stakes at the White House, given how much the president has on his agenda right now?
Well, I'll tell you, Charles, I think it doesn't surprise me because the president was slowly getting a reputation for just not following through even on the simplest of things. I mean, remember his big first pre-presidential oath of office moment was trying to save those jobs in Carrier, and then a year later they quietly still were outsourced. And all of a sudden it looked, this Foxconn story was popping up, and he had made such a big deal about it. It was so important, and then all of a sudden it looked like it was going to go away. It's too important of a I think it just tells you the president believes his path to re-election goes through 3 states. He says it over and over all the time: Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. So I think this is, I'll tell you this, I don't think this story is over.
No, I'm with you.
The good news for the president, he convinced Foxconn to stay. How?
Well,
how did he do it?
How they do it.
That's what we're going to end up finding out, and what will voters think of how he did it when we come to find out how it was done.
Right, and he's got at least another year, at least to see where this goes with Foxconn. Some of the national narrative had been, look out, it looks like, you know, the president, Wisconsin, was going to get Foxconned on this particular deal. They're reaffirming their position to stay. But this is, as you mentioned, all about 2020. And when the president looks at his message, the economy is going to be a big, or what he hopes to be, a big selling point.
He wants it to be, and of course there's others that are concerned that by the time this time next year, we're not going to feel like that we're sitting in a good economy. So there is nervousness because there's a lot of uncertainty between now and the end of this calendar year. We don't know how the China talks are going to go, let alone sort of the natural cycle, economic cycle. There is a global slowdown that could turn into a recession. So you throw all those things in there. You don't know what the state of the economy is going to be in a year and a half. You certainly want to make it seem as if you fought to create jobs in Wisconsin. And that Foxconn deal is an important headline to this president. And if that headline is tarnished in any way, it's the difference between winning and losing that state.
As always, we appreciate your insight. Chuck Todd with NBC's Meet the Press. Thanks, Chuck.